Today I'm going to be talking about a way of traveling that maybe many of you have never done before, and that is taking a trip and taking an excursion. Now, what do I mean by an excursion? Well, excursions come in two ways. They come expected, where you're usually jumping off from a home base, say like an Airbnb or a friend's house or a hotel, and you take like a 2 or 3 day trip somewhere else, only to return to that spot. Or it can be an unplanned excursion, which are my favorite kind of excursions, which means that I'm someplace and a local has told us, wow, you know what? It's a great vineyard over there with beautiful countryside. And we say, you know what? We want to go. But the trip is going to be long enough that it's going to be a 2 or 3 day trip. So what we do is we ask the hotel if they'll do us a favor, and very often they will, if they won't charge us for the 2 or 3 nights that we're away. And if they don't, we just chalk it up as an expense. But they always, and I've never had anybody turn us down, will hold our luggage while we're away, which is fantastic. For this, you need the right kind of bags. Now, what do I mean by you need the right kind of bags? Now, obviously, you need your carry-on because you're going to be traveling and you need all your clothing. And you have to pick the right personal item because it has to be a personal item on the plane, and it also has to function as a bag that can do a 2 or 3 day trip with all the stuff that you need for that trip. So in this video, I'm going to be covering what I usually take in my carry-on, and I'm also going to be testing out a new personal size item that I saw another influencer raving about. So I'm going to show you how I pack out that bag as a bag that I use on the plane, as well as a bag that I take on the excursion. So let me talk a little bit about the piece of luggage that I decided to use for this trip. This is my Qunice 20-inch luggage. Now, I'm not being sponsored by Qunice. This is my luggage. I happen to really like it because it actually holds a lot for a small suitcase. And I have taken it on many trips, and as you can see, it doesn't look that bad for the wear. I mean, there might be a couple of little scuffs some places, but pretty good. So I'm going to pack this out with enough clothing for 2 weeks, maybe 3, could go away with a month if it was me. And you're going to be shocked about how much I get into this bag. And I'm not even following any of these 4x4 rules or 3x3 rules. I'm just packing this bag the way I normally pack it for a winter pack. My point being, if you're moving from one city to another, dragging along a bag bigger than this could become a bit tiresome. Now, I know this bag well enough that I know its little bits of idiosyncrasies, which is that the bars are not very deep on this side. And it's also the side with the compression. So unlike how I normally pack, I put my packing cubes on the side with the bars when I'm using this bag. And I always pack my heaviest item at the bottom by the wheels. Now in this bag, I have 5 sweaters, 1 cardigan, 1 swing top, and my pajamas. And you don't need more than that. I'm putting that right over here. In this bag, I have 7 tops, long and short sleeve. And in this bag, I have 7 pairs of underwear, 7 pairs of socks, and an extra bra. I'm going to put that there. And you're going to see by what I mean about this bag, the way it functions, because the compression side here actually works really well to push everything down and flatten it. There it is. And I'm in. On this side of the bag, I am putting all my bottoms. So I have 2 pairs of jeans, both black and blue. I have 2 pairs of leggings, 1 heavy, 1 light, and a skirt. And I'm going to put that right over here. And I don't think anybody needs any more than that to go away with. I'm also going to put a spare pair of shoes, my mini Tonkas, which I can dress up or dress down, and they're really comfortable. And I never take more than 1 pair of shoes. I'm going to take my crossbody bag because I've grown to like it. And 2 scarves because they dress up the plain t-shirts that I have, and I can wear them as many more outfits. And this is an easy zip up, see, because I have not overstuffed it. And I even have room in this bag now to take home goodies if I find them. So let's close up the bag. And done. And that was easy. Now, let's get on to the personal item bag, which is what you need for the excursions. So this is the Culci bag. And when I look for bags for these kind of excursions, I look for bags that have a more suitcase kind of feel to them, because I'm going to be taking not only my personal items that I need for the trip, but also clothing that I'm going to need for the excursion. So I came across this bag and it looked perfect, and I kind of liked the total overall feel of the bag. It had a more subdued look to it. It was similar to the Calpac bag, but a heck of a lot less money. So let's go over the features of the bag, and I'm going to pack this bag in two ways. I'm going to pack this bag first as a personal item, and then I'm going to pack it for the excursion. But first, let's go over the features. Well, first of all, it has this pocket here in the front for your quick grab items like your phone, your wallet, your passport. It also has 2 side pockets here for either a water bottle or an umbrella, stuff like that. In the back of the bag, it has another pocket, or it can be used as a trolley pass-through. And I like things that convert easily like that, because if I'm using this as a personal item, I want it as a trolley pass-through. And if I'm using it as an excursion bag, I might want to use this as a pocket. The fabric feels really nice, I have to say that. And I love the fact that it has these really nice soft handles, and all the seams are finished really well. I like how they're sewn into other seams. Like this strap is sewn into the bottom seam here, which means that it's less likely to tear out. It has a really nice crossbody strap. And I have to tell you, when I'm looking for a bag like this, I want to see a crossbody strap, because I'm going to be carrying it either by hand or across my body, because I'm not taking my luggage with me. And if this gets a little heavy or awkward, I can swing it over my shoulder and it's not so bad. It also has, and I have to point this out, really nice metal clips. So everything here is nicely finished. I was very impressed with that. And these are things that I'm always looking for in any bag. Now let's go over the internal pockets. Now in the back here, it has a nice padded compartment for your computer, with another big compartment here, and then 2 more compartments here, and then all this room here. And there's a lot of room there. I'm going to show you. So that's a really good sized pocket. On the inside of the bag, and this is what I mean by it opens like luggage, it comes with a nice little toiletry bag. I like little extras, and a good size shoe bag, which is great. Like I said, I like a freebie. And you know, by the way, I don't always use my shoe bags as shoe bags. Sometimes I stuff them with other things. It just depends. Now it has this cross strap here. If you don't want to use compression cubes, you can just pack your clothing and lay it out and it'll hold it in. It has also over here a web pocket, which is great, and another compartment here with webbing to keep other little bits and pieces. On the flip side of the bag is this enormous other side that you can use for packing. Now I'm going to show you my methodology for packing this as a personal item, because you have to get through TSA easily. And then I'm going to show you how I pack it out as an excursion bag. Now I know a lot of you might have a lot of questions about how to do an excursion trip, and please, if you have any of those questions, drop it down in the comment section down below, or if you have any experience doing that, please also do the same.
I also contacted the company with this video, and they were so pleased with it that they gave me this discount code to share with you if you happen to like the Culci bag.
Also, I hope you found the video informative, and if you did, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, because that tells YouTube that you want to see more of my videos. So when I use a bag like this, I try to think about what will give me easy access, because I have to go through TSA, and what I don't and do need on the plane. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over what goes into this part of the bag, which is zip it up and contained. And that's going to be everything I really don't need for the flight. So let's pack out that side first. And the first thing I'm going to put inside this bag is my emergency pack. And that's this. And if you're wondering what an emergency pack is and you've never seen my videos before, this is 1 day's worth of clothing in case I happen to gate check my bag and then lose it. So what's in here? We'll have 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of underwear, a pair of pajamas, a pair of leggings, a sweater, and a top. And that's all in this one cube. And that I put here. I use packing cubes when I'm dealing with a bag that's a little more cavernous like this, just for organization. So what's in here? My extra pair of glasses, my sound machine, my little speaker, a rain slicker. I'm not going to need this on the plane. So I put everything like that into this little bag, and I know that it's contained and it's not going to go all over the place, and I remain organized, which is the key here. And here's another packing cube. And what's in this packing cube? My hair supplies. And I try to do things like that. I try to keep everything organized so I know. So in here is my hair dryer, my brushes, my mirror. It's all in here, and it's neat. I don't have to worry about it flopping around in the bag. And I think the last thing I'm going to put on this side of the bag is my hair straightener, because I'm not using it on the flight, am I? And then I'm going to zip up this side of the bag. Now, what goes on this side of the bag? Everything I'm going to need for the flight. Now, this is either stuff that I need to grab quickly for the TSA or stuff that I am going to actually need for the flight. Now, I'm going to leave this open so you can see what I put in here. Then I'm going to talk about how I manage it. So now, even though I'm not going to need this for the flight, because it has this strap, I'm just going to stick my crossbody bag in there. And then it's done. I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the flight. The other thing I'm going to put in this side of the bag is my 311 bag, because that I am going to have to grab out for the TSA, and my flight comfort bag, because that I'm going to need for the flight. So I'm going to reverse this the other way around. Yep, that works better. Done. Now I have these 2 other pockets, and I am going to use these 2 other pockets for things that I do need on the plane. And this is my blow up leg rest, and I always take it with me on a long flight. Back there, that pretty much takes up that. And in this pocket, I'm going to put in there my slippers that I wear on the flight. They keep me comfortable, and also all my medicine, which you always keep in your personal item bag. You never want to lose it. And I'm going to put that there too. I'm going to zip that up. I want to close up the bag and then talk a little bit about how I handle a bag like this when going through the TSA. When I go through TSA, I make sure that these zippers are here at the top and meeting each other, because I want to make sure that everything remains contained inside the bag. So I only open the top of this, and then I can just grab whatever I need out of the bag, quick and easy, and then just put it right back in the bag. And then zipper it right back up again. So you can see that this bag functions very easily as a personal item bag. But we're not done yet. There's a few more items that need to get into this bag. I have to get my computer in there. I have to get my tech bag in there, and I'll put it into one of those pockets. And I have to put my battery bank in there, because I have to be able to have access to this so I can get through the TSA quicker. And I'm going to put this into that other little pocket there. And then this side is done. That was easy. I'm going to put my umbrella in here, because you never know what it's like when you arrive, and it could be raining. I'm going to put my phone in here. Zip that up, and this bag is ready to go. So I want to explain to you the process of packing for a 2 or 3 day trip on an excursion. So what I do is I take my biggest packing cube, which is going to be my main packing cube, and I've combined everything else back in my regular carry-on bag. And what I'm going to put in here is all the clothing that I feel that I'm going to need for this trip, the big items. So for this trip, I'm taking 2 sweaters. So that's going to be my casual clothing. And remember, I said I had a night that I had some dressy clothing, and I'm taking this velour top and I'm putting that in there. 3 tops in various colors to go with the sweaters. So I have those taken care of. And my pajamas, which also have to go, they go in the bag here. And I have 3 pairs of socks. I'll stick it on the side. 3 pairs of underwear, which I'm also going to put here on the side, along with the additional bra. And everything now fits nicely into this one large packing cube. And I'm going to put that in the side of the bag. And that side of the bag is good to go. On this side of the bag, I'm wearing the pair of jeans that I'm going to be wearing. I'm taking my leggings that I wear under my skirt or by themselves, my thermal leggings because it can get cold in the mountains, and the skirt that I need for dressing up for the restaurant. I'm also going to take 1 scarf because heck, you don't know. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the rest of the pack. Now you didn't see the inside of my flight comfort bag, but this time I used the plastic container to hold my makeup. Now I don't need everything that's in this bag, do I? So this bag then gets left behind in the hotel. I'm going to put that in over here too. Now my toiletry bag, I do take with me. Now I don't take my hair dryer on this trip because I've called ahead. The hotel does have a hair dryer, and if my hair is less than perfect, I can deal with it because I am taking my straightener. I'm just keeping the things minimal. So here's my brush, and here's my straightener. And those both get put here at the top of the bag, no problem. My magnifying light up mirror, because I definitely need that. And I think that that's that side pretty much packed up. My tech bag in this pocket. And I just noticed there's plenty of room here so I can put my rain slicker, because rain happens. I'll put that there. And my umbrella I'll put on the outside because, again, rain happens. Now that just leaves my medicine, which I'll put here in this waterproof side of the bag. My selfie stick, which I need at all times. My spare pair of glasses and medicine, because I do lose my glasses on a regular basis. My sound machine, because otherwise I'd lose my mind. I'm going to zip this all up. Zip that up. And then I put my computer in, the computer sleeve, and I'm going to put my phone in here. So there's the Culci, fully packed. It did dual duty as both a personal item and a great item for an excursion. So now you know how easy it is to switch everything from your carry-on bag to your personal item bag and make this a small piece of luggage for a 2 or 3 day excursion. And then you don't have to drag around everything with you. This is a nice alternative to know how to bounce around to a site that you maybe never thought of going to before. And it has happened many times before that the locals have made recommendations, and they have been the best trips because they're given to you by locals and they're off the beaten track. And if you'd like to see more about the Qunice bag that I used in this video, you can see it here. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.